Hello students, welcome back to Accounting 1313, Computerized Accounting Applications. This is Dr. Mercado speaking. This is the course orientation part 3 video. This is the last video you will be listening to, dealing with an overview of the course, how it's structured, and in this particular case we're going to be covering SIMnet, which is where you're going to be completing all of your assignments. Okay, SIMnet is from McGraw-Hill, so we are going to be using a separate software. You are going to be accessing all of your course content through Blackboard. I have embedded within Blackboard all of the necessary links, and that way you can just select the link and it will take you to the assignment in SIMnet. Okay, so you will not be logging into McGraw-Hill. You're going to be logging into Blackboard to access your assignments from there. Okay, that is a common misconception. Students are asking me for the course code and so on and so forth. No. The only way to access your assignments is you log in into Blackboard. In Blackboard, within the weekly module, I have links to all of the assignments that you have to complete. You select those links, and those links will take you out of Blackboard and into SIMnet. Okay, so let me go ahead and let me exit here, and let me open up the southtexascollege.edu webpage. Okay, we're going to go into our Blackboard. And we're going to log in, okay, and we're going to locate our course, okay. We are doing spring 2023, and the only reason I'm having to do this is because I am recording this lecture before the semester starts, because I do have deadlines to meet. Since this is a brand new course that is being developed, I do need to submit it to approval. So that is why I had to prep the entire course before the semester started. That way it could get approved since this is a brand new course, okay? So I'm super excited about that. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to locate the class, okay? Now, before I jump into SIMnet, let's just go over some information that I have included in the syllabus related to SIMnet. So let's pull up our syllabus. Last time I went over some of the sections in your syllabus. It's very important that you read the syllabus in its entirety. And if you have any questions about the syllabus, you let me know, okay? So in this particular course, we are going to be using a spreadsheet using Excel. For accounting and management applications, we're going to learn how to use Excel. Excel is extremely needed when you enter the workforce to manipulate data, to create reports, to do analysis. So it's very important that we learn how to utilize Excel. Okay, and once we learn all of the skills that we have to learn, we're going to apply those skills to a comprehensive project. Okay, the textbook information was provided. The grading, I do grade on a 1,000 point scale system. So students, these are the categories of assignments that we're going to be covering, and I'm going to go through these categories in detail right now. And each one has the weights. Like I stated last time, we will not be having any tests in my class. It's more of a project-based, hands-on approach. Students work on this specific chapter. They learn skills. They apply those skills to guided projects where they are being instructed on how to complete certain tasks. Once they get that out of the way, they do independent projects, and then they do quizzes related to the chapter content. Okay, so this is the information. Remember, students are allowed to submit late assignments with a 25% late penalty. I recommend that you work on your assignments as instructed and you meet those deadlines. That way you can earn as many points possible. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to skip all this. You all can read it. Okay, this is a section that I wanted to cover with you. What is SIMnet? Basically, SIMnet is an online homework and learning management platform from McGraw-Hill. Okay, the majority of the assignments delivered in my class are going to be through SIMnet. Okay, and SIMnet is very useful. It has interactive tools, it has videos, it has tutorials on how to complete specific tasks. So basically, the system or the ebook is going to show you how to complete tasks, and you're going to get to practice a lot. Okay, you don't learn Excel by me talking for 2-3 hours about Excel. No, there's no way you're going to learn it. You learn Excel by actually getting your hands dirty and playing with it and using it. Okay, so please make sure that you follow all of the instructions. Okay, So this is just a little bit overview of the description of SIMnet. Students can purchase a print copy, but are not required to do so because you will have access to the ebook. Okay, so you are not required to buy a paper copy of the book. Okay, we are going to be using Microsoft Excel 365 Complete in Practice, the 2019 edition. Students will purchase the access to a digital version of the book. You do need the digital version of the book because that is where you're going to be completing part of your assignments. Okay. The expectations for my course are, all of the assignments are scheduled. You can refer to your syllabus. At the end of the syllabus, I have a weekly schedule. Make sure that you meet those deadlines. If for whatever reason you have some form of an emergency, those assignments will still be you'll still be able to complete those assignments, but with a 25% late penalty. Okay, so my recommendation is you try to reach those deadlines so you can earn the most points possible. Okay, this is the first time that I implement that late submission penalty. Usually in my other courses, what I do is either you complete it and you earn the points, or you don't complete it and you get a 0. Because this is a very skills-based course where you're learning skills, it is very important that students go through each of the chapters so they can learn all of the skills. So I'm not going to get anything out of it by telling you, well, you missed the deadline, now you don't get to complete chapter 4. You're going to miss out on chapter 4. Okay, so to me it's like, okay, they had something that they had to do, they couldn't meet the deadline, they can still go in there, complete all of their assignments. It's just going to cost them 25% of their grade. Okay, but even if you have that late submission penalty, I encourage that you complete your assignments. That way you can learn the skills for that specific week being covered. Okay, so students are going to have to purchase access to SIMnet. Okay, there's basically two options to purchase the access code. You can purchase the access code directly from McGraw-Hill once you register. Once you click a link, it's going to take you to a registration process, or you can purchase the access code at the bookstore. Okay, so whatever works for you, you are going to be accessing all of your assignments through Blackboard. I provided you links. Once you click the link, it will take you to SIMnet. Okay, so you can purchase the access online, you can purchase the access from the bookstore, or you can obtain a 14-day temporary free access period. After those 14 days are over, you are required to purchase access to continue using the system. Okay, so those are basically the two ways, either from the bookstore or from SIMnet directly. Okay. SIMnet or McGraw-Hill per se has a great support team. If you ever have issues with the system, I do not have access to fixing those issues. You would have to contact us, McGraw-Hill directly. Okay, McGraw-Hill support team, and they will direct you. So if SIMnet is not working for you, if you're getting an error message, if you're unable to view an assignment within SIMnet, you need to contact the McGraw-Hill support and technical team. Okay, I've provided the phone number and the hours of operation that they have. They have support Monday through Sunday, 7 days a week. Okay, so make sure that you contact them as soon as you identify an error or a problem. If you have any questions about SIMnet, they will also be able to help you. Okay, so like we stated, the course is going to be structured on a weekly course calendar. You're going to complete your assignments every week. Every week you'll have different assignments. Okay, now I do want to go over this. We're going to have different types of assignments. Okay, the first type of assignment that we're going to have is the SimBook chapter exercises. Okay, that is basically going to be you reading the book, and you're going to be, as you work through the book, there's sections of the book that are interactive. You have to complete specific tasks, and you must complete those tasks to be able to earn the points. Now, the electronic chapter includes links to Show Me, Guide Me, and Let Me Try interactive simulated exercises. Okay, the Show Me and the Guide Me exercises are not required, but are available to assist you to better understand the skill. So if you don't know what you're doing or you have no idea, I recommend that you use the Show Me and the Guide Me before you actually give it a try. Okay, the Let Me Try exercises are required to be completed to earn the assignment points. Okay, These exercises basically correlate with the skills addressed in each of the portions of the ebook. Okay, now the SIMbook chapter exercises are not timed. You can take as long as you want completing those assignments. Okay, so it's very important that you take your time, you pace yourself. You can do it multiple times if you like, but make sure that you learn the skill. Okay, so the SIMbook chapter exercises is you reading the book and completing the different simulations embedded within the book. Okay. Once you are done with reading the entire book and completing the chapter exercises, then you're going to move on to the next set of assignments, which are the SIMnet guided projects. The SIMnet guided projects basically provide guided step-by-step instructions to apply the Excel features, skills, and concepts from the chapter. Screenshots guide the students through the more challenging tasks. And students are provided with an end of project screenshot. That way they can compare their project with what it should be. These projects, once again, are not timed. You can save your work and then resume at a later point in time. Okay. Now, once you're done with the SIMnet guided projects, you are ready to try it on your own. Okay. You're going to have SIMnet independent projects. Okay. Independent projects provide students further opportunities to practice and apply skills. Practice, practice, practice is what we're doing. That is what I'm not giving you a whole bunch of tests that really are not going to get anything out of you, okay? I want you to practice all of these skills so you can learn it, okay? Students are provided with instructions of what to do, but not how to do it. So in this case, you're going to have to think, okay, if I want to do this, how do I do it? And you have to apply that, okay? And all of these projects allow students to apply what has been learned in the content in a different context. These projects are also not timed. You can take as long as you want doing them. We also have chapter quizzes. Students are going to have a quiz for each of the chapters that are comprised of 30 questions. The quizzes will be a combination of multiple choice, fill in the blank questions, or short simulations with a specific task that must be completed. Students will have 90 minutes to complete the quizzes. Okay. Once you start the quiz, you must finish the quiz. You cannot save your work. Okay, these are timed. They need to be completed in one sitting. Okay. When we're done with covering all of the content from all of the chapters, we're going to begin working on some projects. Okay. So I'm leaving the projects for the end of the semester because by that time we would have already covered everything that needs to be covered. Okay. So we're going to be covering 2 Excel specific projects. Excel project 2 deals with analyzing provided transaction, recording journal entries, posting entries to T accounts, and creating an adjusted trial balance using Excel. The second project that we're going to be dealing with Excel, students will utilize Excel to prepare all 4 financial statements to include the income statement, the statement of stockholders' equity, the balance sheet, and the statement of cash flows. Okay, so students are going to apply what they've learned throughout the semester to complete these 2 projects. And then for the final, instead of having a test, we're going to have a capstone project. Okay, students are going to complete 1 cumulative capstone project that requires students to apply the different skills learned in chapters 1 through 11. The project is comprehensive, but you can always refer back to your ebook. That is, you have that as a resource. This project will not be timed, okay? So I've given you a little short overview of the project. That way you can read over it, okay? And a reminder, 2 attempts are provided to complete the SIMnet guided projects, the SIMnet independent projects, the chapter quizzes, the accounting projects, and the capstone, okay? The highest grade earned is always going to be retained. Okay, so students have 2 tries and I always keep the highest grade. Okay, students are going to be allowed to submit late assignments with a 25% late submission penalty. The only time I will not allow students to submit late assignments is for that capstone project. Okay, once the semester closes and I give you this is the cutoff, I will not be allowing any more assignment submissions, whether it be the capstone or any past due projects. Okay, so make sure that you read over your syllabus carefully so you can know what that deadline is. Okay, and all of the work needs to be uploaded into SIMnet for grading. Okay, so these are just some SIMnet best practices for our projects. We're going to be doing the independent projects like we stated here. We're going to do the guided projects and the independent projects, and then the accounting projects, and then the capstone projects. So when you're working with projects, it is always very important that you follow the instructions in the order specified. Okay. Always begin a project with the start file. Okay. Do not start using a file that you created yourself. You have to download the file that was provided to you. Always use the correct version of Microsoft Office software to complete your project. Always use a single space after punctuation at the end of the sentence. Do not use two spaces. Okay, so we're so accustomed to using two spaces. In this particular case, we're only using one space. Do not open your start file with Office Online unless it is specifically required in the instructions. Read the instructions carefully. Do not copy and paste any part of the project unless specified in the instructions. Do not switch, and this is very important, do not switch between Windows and Mac computers while completing your project. Okay? And it is recommended, I personally recommend, I am not a Mac user. I have issues with Mac all the time using any of my software. I recommend that you use a Windows computer. Okay? Make sure that you have all of the necessary resources in that Windows computer, like high-speed internet and all of that good stuff, so you can be able to complete your assignments. If you do not have a computer and you're local, you can go to any STC campus. We have computers at the library, we have open labs, we have computers at the CLE lab. Utilize our resources within our campuses. We are open, extended hours so students can go to campus and complete their assignments. Okay? And do not include the sample solution watermark in your solution file. Okay? So, like I stated, this is what we're going to be working on every week. That way you know exactly these are the assignments that need to be completed for the week, and these are the deadlines. Okay? So you can refer to this every week and see what is it that I have to do. Okay? So now, we've covered a little bit about SIMnet. Make sure that you have all of the necessary information. Let me see. Make sure that you have the SIMnet requirements. These 8 requirements up here. That way you can best utilize and not have any issues with the software. Okay, so SIMnet requirements are stated on your Blackboard. Make sure that your pop-ups are disabled. If your pop-ups are not disabled, you're not going to be able to navigate out of Blackboard. You're going to have an error message. Pop-ups need to be disabled. That way when you click the SIMnet link, it takes you out of Blackboard and into SIMnet. Okay, so make sure, okay, there is a lot of information I've included. There's short 2-3 minute videos here under SIMnet important information. If you don't know how to register, I've got the first day of class registration right there. Okay, it's a short 2-minute video. How to register, how to complete your SimBook reading assignments, how to complete your projects, how to complete your quizzes. I've included videos for everything that you should need. Okay, so it's very important that you go through all of this information. I am not going to go through this because it would take me hours to do that. Okay, and I don't want to bore you with things that you can do on your own. So just make sure that you go through each of those items, view each of those links, view those videos. I've included some information about the Blackboard student integration and the best practices for students. Okay, so make sure that you read it. So if you click here, it will take you to a link. Okay, in this case, I've attached a document, the best practices. Okay, determine your version of Office, everything that you need to do. Okay, read through these files. That way you are familiar with how to utilize the software. Okay, software, Blackboard integration with SIMnet. I've also included how I've paired them and how you need to access your assignments. You know, how do you need to launch your assignments and all of that good stuff. Okay, so please go over this information. I've included it because it's important. So make sure that you go through all of that information. Okay, so now This is the fun part, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this or not because I am an instructor, so I have instructor access, not student access, so it becomes a little bit complicated for me. That is why I've included all of these videos that show students how to do specific tasks, okay? But you're going to ask yourself, how am I going to access my assignments? And it's very easy, okay? The first time that you access the assignments, you're going to be asked to register. Only the first time. After that, the system is going to know who you are and it's going to automatically take you to the course assignments. Okay, so all I basically need for students to do is to log it into Blackboard and locate an assignment. Okay, for week number 1, Flipgrid is using an external component, so this is not an assignment related to SIMnet. You still need to complete it, but it's not a SIMnet assignment. The syllabus and course orientation quiz, that's a Blackboard quiz. That is not something that you are going to be completing on SIMnet. The first assignment that you're going to be completing on SIMnet is this assignment right here. The Intro Chapter, Windows 10, Office 365 2019, and File Management. Okay, that is going to be the first assignment that you complete. Okay, now let me see. Let me change to Student View. Okay. And to see if it allows me to navigate. I don't know what it's going to do. Like I said, I have instructor access, so I don't know what's going to happen. Okay, so what's going to happen is you're going to select a link from any of these assignments, and then from any point forward, all of the assignments that are included will be from SIMnet. Okay, so you just click on the link and it will take you directly to the assignment. Okay, so there's it's not rocket science. You just have to go to the week, click the link, and you start working on your assignments. And this is the order that you should work them. Okay, you should always do the chapter reading first. Okay, then you do the guided projects, then you do the independent projects, and then you do your quiz. Okay, always follow that order: the reading, the guided projects, the independent projects, and your quiz. Okay, so you just click on any of the assignments. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and click on the book. Okay, it's going to open a little window over here. Make sure you have your pop-ups enabled. You're going to click launch. Okay. Okay, now it asks you, do you have a SIMnet account? Yes if you do, no if you don't. We're going to create an account. Okay. And then you can pay for your access online with a debit card or a credit card. You're going to if you've purchased the access code on the bookstore, it's going to be a little piece of paper with a number. You're going to enter your registration code right here, and you're going to add my code. Okay? And then we've got the registration, the courtesy registration. Okay? This is if you're going to use the 14-day free trial period. Okay, so I'm going to do this one because I'm not going to do either of those because I already have access. But you all decide if you want to buy it online or if you have the code because you purchased it with your book in the bookstore. You enter that information here. So I'm going to enroll with the courtesy access. Okay, and then I'm going to select the class that I'm in, and let me see. I don't know if it's going to ask you for this. I don't know if it's going to take you directly to my course. I don't know what this would look like on your end because I am an instructor. So let me see if, let me see. Spring 2023. Nope. So I don't know what's going to happen here, guys. I don't know if you're going to get this list. To me, I don't know, introduction to computing. I don't want to give you the incorrect. These are all of the courses that are available. Let me see if my class is there. Or I don't know how the system locates this information. But my class should appear. Maybe it's not appearing because the semester has not started. Remember, I am recording this class before the semester starts. Okay, so maybe my class will appear once you log in because my course is integrated. So it should automatically populate my class in this section. Okay. And it's not giving me, no, it's not giving me any of my classes because they're not scheduled to start till January of 2023. Okay, so you basically select the class and then you enroll. Okay, and then that will take you to my class. You only have to do this once. Okay, so enroll in a class. If you have issues there, let me know. But when you enroll in a class, it should automatically identify that you're in my class and it should give you my class. Right now, I'm not enrolled in any class because my class has not started yet. It won't start till January, but you shouldn't have any issues with that when you enroll, okay? And then you're going to start seeing the assignments, okay? My class is not live yet at the point that I am recording this lecture, but I did want to show you kind of like how the assignments look like, okay? So once you complete this, then what's basically is going to happen is you're just going to click on the link and it's going to take you directly to the assignment so you can begin working on it. That's what's going to happen. The first time you register, any point after that, you're going to come into Blackboard, click a link, and it's going to take you directly to my assignment. Now, I've created like a dummy account of kind of like a copy of the course so you could see the different types of assignments that you're going to be looking at, okay? And it's not going to look like this. This is more of how it looks over in my end because I'm developing the class. But I do want to show you the different types of assignments, and this is the only way that I was able to do that because my class hasn't started yet at the point that I'm recording this, okay? So, the first type of assignment that we have are the sim book assignments. This is where you have to read a book, okay? So you're basically going to open up the book. Let me see what is happening. Oops, an unexpected error. What is going on here? Let me try it again. Nope. And this is the issue that I come across because I am trying to record this lecture before the semester begins because I've got my deadlines to meet. Nope. Let me see. Let me try accessing it again and see if it works. Because I do want to show you how the assignments look. Okay, just bear with me for a minute. It was working for me a minute ago. I don't know why it stopped working. Oh, there was a problem. Oh, it's just no. What is going on? Let's see. That's my username. What do you mean it's not working? Okay, so now my username is not working. Let me see. Oh, let me see. I think I've got it. I think that's why. Let me see. Okay, there we are. Okay, so now let me go into my fake account. That way I can just kind of show you. Let me see if it works. Kind of show you the assignments. Okay, so we have the SimBook assignment. Okay, let me see if it works. Okay, there it is. Okay, so you're gonna click on it, and you're gonna. This is the reading part of the assignment. Okay, so you're gonna open SimBook, and then it's gonna start with the chapter. Okay. So this is chapter 2, working with formulas and functions. This is what we're going to be learning. Okay, and then we have a little toggle button to go back and forth. Okay, you can go back and forth. Okay, you're going to be reading. Okay, and you've got a reader up here if you want the reader to read for you, whatever works for you. Okay, so you're going to read through this or have the reader read to you, and then you're going to go ahead and you're going to read all of this information, and then you're going to navigate until you find these buttons. But don't just go straight to the buttons, guys. I know how you all work. Just want to get it over and done with. No, you're not going to know what to do if you haven't read the information. Okay, so read the information, and once you get here, you're going to have the 3 options. The first button is going to show you it's going to be a video, and it's going to show you how to complete a task.
Type an equals sign to begin the formula.
Okay, so I'm not going to bore you with this, but basically there's a video and it teaches you how to do it. Okay, so it's going to teach you how to do it. It's going to show you, and then it's going to guide you, and then you need to try it on your own. When you try it on your own, you basically need to know how to do it by yourself without any help. Okay, to me, you do the show me, the guide me, and the let me try it. Okay, that way I really learned the skill. The only thing that is really required to earn the points is the let me try it. Okay, you need to do every single let me try it to earn the points for the chapter. Okay, so you're going to continue reading, and then you're going to find another one. You need to complete this section. Okay, you're going to continue reading, and you're going to do another one right here. So it's an interactive book. Okay, and every one of these has videos like the show me and the guide me on how to do a task. And you're going to continue moving forward, doing different, learning the different skills that you need to learn. And then you need to complete those items, the show me, the guide me, and the let me try me. The let me try me is what is necessary. And you're going to run the entire chapter like this, okay? You need to read. You need to read to be familiar with the skill, and then you need to practice, okay? So it's reading and practice, okay? And you need to complete the let me try it to earn the points, okay? So this is how the book looks like on your end, okay? So let me see. Okay, so let me close this, okay? And let me go back in. And now let me show you so all of the chapters are going to be like that. These are the ones titled Sim Book, okay? Then we have the projects, and we have guided projects, okay? We have guided projects and we have independent projects, okay? So let's look at a guided project, okay? We're going to open up the guided project, and this is what it's going to look like, okay? You're going to start off with a file. You need to download the file, okay? So you're going to it's required that you use that file to begin working on your assignment. These are the project instructions, okay? I'm a very visual person. I would recommend to print them out and mark them off as you're doing them, or you can just mark them off here, okay? As you're completing them, you can mark them off here as well. That way you know what you've done and what you haven't done, okay? But whatever works for you, you can do. You can print, or you can just use it from here. You have to select the computer that you're using, whether it's Windows or Mac. There will be some projects that require that you use Windows, okay, only, okay? And they will give you the option there, okay? But you select the option, and then you download the file, and this is everything that you need to do, okay? You're going to complete all of these tasks. You're going to download the file. You're going to save it. That's why you need a flash drive. You're going to save it. You're going to work on all of these items on that file. Once you're done completing everything that you need to complete from the file, you're going to upload the file, okay? You're going to upload it. That is step number 2. You're going to upload the completed file, and then once you have uploaded the file, you're going to submit it for grading, okay? And then you'll get a grade, okay? So you download a file, you work on it, you complete all of the tasks. Once you've done all of the tasks, you upload the file, and then you submit for grading, okay? So that is how it's going to work. You're going to be downloading the file that is provided, complete the task, and then upload and submit. The same runs for your independent item, okay? So those were your guided projects. Now the guided projects, if you can see, and I forgot to mention that, let me just quickly show you that. Okay, it gives you very detailed, okay, instructions. They're asking you to remove a split and freeze panes, and they're giving you A through G instructions on how to get that done. So they're telling you how to do it. Now that is the guided. If we do the independent, okay, let's find an independent project. Let's do chapter 10 independent right here. Okay, you're going to have your file, which you're going to download. But basically here is just telling you this is what you're going to have to do. It doesn't tell you how to do it. You have to figure it out. So you see the instructions are a lot shorter because you should know how to do whatever is it that they're asking you here. Okay? So you're going to download the file, complete the items instructed, upload your file, and submit for grading. Okay? Look at this project. It says Windows only. So in this option, you don't have an option to use a Mac or a Windows. You must use a Windows computer. Okay, so for some of the projects you are required, so you will have to find a computer that has Windows, whether at a local library, at an STC location, whatever the case might be. Okay, so those are the independent projects, the guided projects. What else do we have? We have our exams, which are our quizzes. Okay, so our quizzes look something like this. It tells you have 30 questions, 2 attempts, 90 minutes, and you're going to take the exam. Okay, so you take the exam and it's going to start populating the questions. Okay, remember the test is timed. You have to complete it in one sitting. This is the only assignment that is timed. So these are the options. You're going to agree and you're going to start the exam. The exams are open book. You can go ahead and use your book to answer the questions. I have no issues with that. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to select it. I'm just going to do whatever. Okay. And you're just going to continue browsing through the items, and, answer the questions as to the best of your ability. Okay. So that is how it looks. Okay. You basically do that, and then this is where I was wanting to get to. You have true and false, multiple choice, fill in the blank, and then you have simulations. Up here, it's asking you to do a specific task. Apply the sparkline style data for quick style to the selected sparkling group in the 4th option in the 5th row of the gallery. Okay, so you have to complete this in here in the simulation to be able to earn the points. Okay, it keeps track of your time up here. It tells you what question you're on, and you have 2 attempts. Okay, so this is basically the information that is provided to you. So those are your quizzes. Okay, I'm gonna leave because I just want to show you how they look on your end. Okay, and then of course you're gonna have your capstone project. Okay, for the capstone project you can earn a badge. Okay. There's a badging system, and basically you can upload those badges into your what is it called, that professional place where you can upload your resume, LinkedIn. Okay, you can upload your badges into LinkedIn. Okay, so that way you have that option, so you will not only complete a capstone, but you can also earn a badge if you get 90% or more. Okay, so this is the project. Okay, basically, once again, you're going to have your start file. This is going to be everything that's going to be covering the instructions. Okay, all of that good stuff. Okay, and it basically says that if you complete this with a 90% or better, you can earn a credential, an Excel credential, an Excel yellow belt credential that you can upload into LinkedIn. Okay, so once again, you download your file, you upload the completed file, and then you submit for grading. Okay, so most of the assignments are project-based with the exception of the quizzes. Those are more to assess specific, if you understood specific terms or how to complete specific tasks. Okay, but that's what's going to happen. You're going to be accessing all of your assignments through Blackboard, so there is no need to worry about going to McGraw-Hill. No, not at all. You just have to come into your class, locate the specific assignment that you want to work on, and like I stated, make sure you work on them in that specific order. You don't want to do your independent project before your guided project. No, you want to learn. This is the chapter assignment. Then you want to apply using help for the guided project. And then once you feel comfortable, then you do the independent project, and then you complete it with the quiz. Okay, and like I stated in the last presentation, everything is outlined in your weekly module information, what we're going to be covering, what you're going to be learning, your to-do list. We've got PowerPoints included, all of the assignments that need to be included, and the deadline. Okay, so there is no reason for you not to know when are the assignments due, because I provide all of that for you. Okay, So I am really looking forward to an awesome, awesome semester. I'm excited because, like I stated before, this is spring 2023 is the first time that this course is going to be offered. I had to develop this course in a very short period of time in the fall semester to be able to present it for approval, to be able to teach the course in the spring. Okay, so all of this work that I had to do it at the end, towards the end of the fall semester, to be ready for you for the spring. Okay, so please take advantage of all of the resources provided within SIMnet. Work on your assignments at your own pace, just ensuring that you meet the deadlines. And you can always refer back to your book. And if you have questions or concerns, you can always contact me. If you have issues with SIMnet, I provided you in the syllabus the contact information for SIMnet support. That way they can assist you. And I want to wish all of you an awesome, awesome semester. How I see it is based on the information provided in my syllabus. Okay, I don't see how you can fail this class. Okay, the only way you can fail this class is if you don't do your work. Okay, because you don't have to study for a test and you don't know what's going to be on it. No, this is project based. Hey, I need to read the chapter. That's required. I'm going to get 150 points for that. Okay, I'm going to complete my guided projects because I need to learn how to complete these tasks. I guess the mentality comes from I want to learn to use Excel. Okay, if you're not interested in learning how to use Excel, then you're in the wrong class. Okay, the whole purpose of this class is to learn how to use Excel. I've used Excel before. I've used it for many years, but when I was going over this book, I have learned so much new things that I did not know, okay, about. And that got me excited. I was like, wow, I didn't know you could do this. I didn't know you could do that. Okay, I'm interested in learning. You never stop learning. So take it as a learning experience here. Hey, I'm going to learn how to use Excel. I'm going to get credit for a class, and I'm going to be super prepared for when I enter the workforce. You know, my employer is going to be happy that I'm very comfortable using Excel. Okay. You complete your guided projects. They're not timed. You get 2 tries. I keep the highest grade. Okay. Do them. Independent projects. That is really going to show me if you learn the material. If you're not doing well on your independent projects, that means you're not grasping the content. Okay? You need to grasp the content and you need to successfully complete those independent projects. Okay? You've got your chapter quizzes and then you have your major projects towards the end of the semester. Combined, they're worth 30%. Okay? So in this class, you don't have to worry about a test. You just have to worry about learning the skills and then being able to apply those skills to specific projects that will help you create information that will be useful for decision making. Okay, that is what we're intended to do. Not just create a spreadsheet, but create a spreadsheet that will help make a business decision. Okay, that will help relay important information in a very clear format. Okay, so I don't see anybody doing bad in my class if they put the effort. Okay, I just wanted to stress that. I hope all of you do wonderful. Please make sure that you hit the road running and that you do not fall behind. Week number 1, we have activities that we need to do. Do not fall behind. Please refer to my syllabus. I've got my office hours right here. Monday and Wednesdays from 9 to 10 and then Tuesdays from 9 to 12. If you have questions, concerns, stop by and see me. Schedule a meeting with me so we can get together and clarify your concerns. Stay in constant communication, work on your assignments, and I am positive that we are going to have an amazing spring 2023. Okay, I want to thank you for registering for my class, and until next time, have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.